Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at one of the new Tom Ford quads. This is Visionaire. And what attracted me to Visionaire is I don't have a lot of Tom Ford quads. In fact, this is only my second one. So I haven't tried the glitter formula or their matte formula. So this quad has two glitter shades, a matte shade here, and then this metallic. Which is not quite the same as their wet dry formula metallics. So I thought this would be overall a good introduction into his other formulas. So let's go ahead and swatch each one of these. I'll put them on my arm and then we can head over to the demo. So this is the mauve matte shade, the metallic brown, the purple glitter shade, and the light glimmer shade, which shimmers white and silver. Maybe it does have a bit of a purple or gray undertone to it. And with these quads, because there's 4 shadows and you're supposed to be able to take this palette anywhere and create really fabulous complete looks, the shades all go extremely well together. I find that no matter how you place them, how concentrated you place them, you're always gonna get a really beautiful look. So that's what I like about these quads, because if you like the color story, you're probably gonna like the looks you create out of them. So let's head on to the tutorial and I'll share my final thoughts afterwards. Wow, some technical difficulties just now. So I hit record like I usually do, started doing the look, and I had this completed for both eyes, and then I saw that it had stopped recording. The camera had stopped recording on its own at some point. Well, so what I did was take the eyeshadows off on my left eye so that I could demonstrate for you guys how I created this. Since there's only 4 shades on here, I think it's fairly simple, but still I think it's important to walk through those steps and show you. I think I could have just verbally explained it, but it's just not the same. I don't think the experience is the same. And I feel like if there's a point in doing this video at all, it's to have a demo along with reviewing the product. So here we go. We're gonna do this again on the left eye. So we're taking this metallic brown shade and we're packing that onto the lid. Here is making sure that this shade is very concentrated on the lower lash line, and then I'm going to work the shade up towards the crease, not quite, just short of the crease. And you can see here as we go up like this, you're still getting the most product here. It just kind of tapers off a little bit, providing that kind of nice little gradient. I've been really into that gradient effect recently, and I find that with 2 sets of Sonia G brushes, I'm inspired to do more with my technique, or at least experiment and see what I can get out of it. So any areas that look uneven right now, we're gonna go in and buff it out. We're gonna diffuse the color. Then we're gonna take this mauve shade here and place that onto the crease. And then taking my pinky, we're going to apply this glittery purple shade here onto the lid. And I said earlier, which wasn't captured on camera, is that I was gonna place it just on the center, very concentrated here, since I like how that looks when you blink, but we're gonna try something a little bit different. We're actually just gonna apply this sort of all over this bottom part of the lid. And the nice thing with Tom Ford eyeshadows, at least from limited experience, this is only my second quad from Tom Ford, so I probably shouldn't speak too quickly about that. There's not a lot of fallout. You can see how I really went ham on that brown shade and was just like packing it on, but there wasn't a lot of fallout. Any that came off onto my Q-tip was just like this area right under here, which you're gonna get some transfer when you blink. So I think overall it's good. I'm not getting a ton of fallout around here, which is important because if you do and you don't notice it, you're not able to clean it up. However, when you put your foundation on and everything seems to go smooth, you got this like dark spot right here, and it's very subtle. So if you don't catch it and it just sits there, it actually does affect the final outcome. And it's the reason why I've decided to make the switch altogether and just always do eyeshadows first before I put on concealer and foundation. I'm gonna add this shade here onto the lower lash line as a tight line. Then we're gonna add some of this mauve shade here on the bottom lash line as well. Then we're gonna add this onto the inner corners. And for the final touch, we'll add some mascara. This is the finished look. Like I said before the tutorial, you can't really go wrong with these quads because of how complementary the shades are to each other. So if you enjoy the color story, the look you get, you're going to like it too. And I enjoy this look a lot. I think it's really pretty. I think getting to try their glitter formula, their matte formula, and a metallic formula that's different from their wet dry quads, that has been a good experience. I will say though, I'm not sure this quad needed 2 glitter shades. If I were to create or be able to choose my own and customize this quad, I think I would have replaced this shade here with a different matte shadow or a different metallic shadow that is more intense than this one, or a metallic shadow that is lighter than this one but still fits into the overall color story and would still complement the rest of the palette. With this, it's easy to pop it into the inner corners, on the brow bone. You can even use it as a glitter highlight if you wanted to, but I think we could get more out of it if it was a different kind of shadow. But I still like this look, so not to knock the product down. In fact, I think the quality of the formulas are really good. You saw me pack on that metallic brown shade and I had very little fallout. All I got was some fallout just right here, which is common because if you put that much on and you blink, you're gonna have some natural transfer. So it's always good to not have to struggle with fallout. The glitter adheres really nicely. I didn't wet my finger, I didn't do anything to affix it some more. I just patted it on to my lid and I'm not seeing any fallout. There are other brands that I have. There are other brands of eyeshadows with a lot of glitter in it, very beautiful, but it's gonna transfer over time. So happy to give you guys an update in a different video to see if we go through the day without much glitter fallout. So thank you guys for watching. Happy to share with you my thoughts on this new release, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.